Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike's set. Lady. Kill.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Single. Stay 50. Over there. You're on the 9.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got it at the 15. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
This is Elliott, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Lady! Hey, here we go. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Kill.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Past the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They'll try to run with Breida. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Blue 60!
On 3rd down, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. From the 50, Stafford. Jones has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Here we go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Stafford now to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again is Stafford. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Stafford. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Tucker's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
23 yards, the final tally.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Mahomes being chased out left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Mahomes to throw once more. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
First down, Chiefs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Yellow. What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Easy. Four down. Easy. Check it back. Sunday.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and goal at the Cowboys' 5-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
4 down. Check 26, yellow.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Mahomes going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambo is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 26-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down, Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Now this throw caught left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Pick it up. Like 7. Mike 52.
Here's Stafford. Looking downfield for Joe. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the...
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working.
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Elliott. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Elliott. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Set! Yellow 80! Yellow 80! Just get off the field, defense. 21! Hey, check Mike, check Mike.
To throw on third down. Stafford, he's going to launch this thing way down. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Set. Get a 20. Hey, come on, no, come on, no.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Akeem Hicks, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Tight right, tight right.
To throw is Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory, his second sack of the night.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now here's Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
56 is the mic. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Now Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield, They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Trey Flowers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw, Stafford. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
A gain of 20 on the play. It's now third down. That's the end of the...
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. From the gun, Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Stafford now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Give them 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Chiefs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
He's crashing. He's checking 61. Matchbox, right.
They run forward, Breida. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Ertz has it left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Alpha. 56. Mike. 56.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Ertz over the middle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
This is Breida. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They run again with Breida. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it's Breida. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And that's caught inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.